This is City Bonfires, the original portable fire pit. Let's test it out today, see how good it is, talk about it, see where it came from, and how well it does when compared to something like a sterno. As I said in the intro, this is City Bonfires. City Bonfires is a relatively new company and a relatively new product. You see, it started in 2020 up in Maryland. Two dads lost their jobs due to the COVID lockdowns. These two dads happened to be neighbors, or at least in the same neighborhood. They did what a lot of people did during that time, and they got to know their neighbors. And one thing that they enjoyed doing as two families together was having bonfires. Now, these two dads just happened to have kids. They learned real quick that kids and fire do not mix. So they wanted to create a safer alternative to a bonfire, a safer alternative to a large fire outside. They came up with this. This is City Bonfires. This is a portable fire pit that fits in your pocket. It weighs about 1 pound, is 2 by 4 inches wide, and has a 3 to 5 hour burn time. Now, this is a much safer alternative to something like sterno or an iso alcohol burner. This is safer because it can actually be used to cook food. Sterno and other alcohol-based fuels are not as safe to use because they give off that burning alcohol, puts chemicals into your food, puts chemicals into your water, whatever you're trying to do with it. Now, sterno is a chafing fuel, right? It will heat up a pan, it will heat up a pot, it won't boil that water, but then you put your food in the water and magically your food is ready to go. People use it at like weddings, festivities, events because it is a safe-ish for the chafing dishes. This, however, you can put food directly over it, you can put food directly on top of it. This, when burning and when lit, is basically like you have a bonfire on the table and you're just using it to cook your food. On the sides of the boxes, you've got all different types of information. On the back, you've got the diameters, right? 4 inches by 2 inches, 1 pound, 3 to 5 hours burn time, safe to use and food safe. Over here on this side, you've got perfect for, right? What is this perfect for? Camping, s'mores, gifts, picnics, hiking, a beach trip. You got barbecues and patios and emergency kits, which we will discuss in a minute. On the front, you've got their little original bonfire packaging, made in the USA, handmade in Maryland by two dads whose jobs were impacted by the pandemic. Now, I did receive this product a while back for review. I'm just now getting around to it. So the packaging might have changed in that time, but this is what my packaging says. You get a couple of different things. You get this little book that has, how to use your city bonfire. You've got a 10% off coupon on the back. How to light it, how to use it, the little story about the two dads. So you've got that. You've got your city bonfire in here, little can. And then there was a safety sheet that says, hey, please do not burn this inside, along with some stickers, but I've lost those. This little guy, this little 1 pound can, is great to put in any emergency kit. Your car kit, right? Throw this in there. You don't have to worry about the sun. You don't have to worry about cold weather. You just have to find a way to light it. Then, when it's lit, you can boil water. You can cook some food. You can do whatever you need to, obviously in the safety and comfort of your own car if you run off the road. Hiking. Would I take this hiking? Maybe. If it was, in an area where I wasn't supposed to have a real fire, yes, possibly. But home emergency kits. A couple years back, Texas was hit with a massive snowstorm. A major snowstorm went across the area. Temperatures dropped to the lowest that they had ever been. The natural gas lines that feed people's homes during emergencies and provide them with heat shut off. City Bonfires saw this and said, man, hey, listen, we need a way to get our products down there because our products can be useful. So City Bonfires went out. They put a lot of effort into making little bonfires, and they sent them down to Texas. They handed them out. Hey, all you got to do is light it, and you can have a way to boil water. You can have a way to cook some food. You can sit around it, and it be your heat source when there is no other heat source in the area. So City Bonfires was kind enough to send almost 1 million units down to Texas during that event to help and to save people's lives. Again, it is a 1 pound little can. It's 2 by 4 inches wide. It's not that big. It can fit in your pocket if you're wearing like 5'11 jeans. Skinny jeans, maybe not so much, right? But you can throw it in any type of emergency kit, any type of container bucket kit, right? Little 5-gallon bucket kits that we have, 72-hour kits, get home bags, bug out bags, car survival kits, and you can have a portable bonfire without the use of alcohol, without the use of sterno, without the use of any isobutane type stoves, without the use of any wood burning material like a BioLite stove. This will burn for 3 to 5 hours in good conditions without the use of anything but a lighter. So let's talk price, placement, and influence. Okay, this is something I don't talk about regularly. Price. This is one of my cons, right? I do pros and cons for every video, every item that I review. This is one of the cons. City Bonfires. This one little can is $25. Yep, one little can, 3 to 5 hours of burn time, $25 when it's not on sale. The price does go down, obviously, when it's on sale, and the price does go down when you buy more than one. If you said 15 bucks, maybe even 18 if you only buy one, right? Price goes down when you buy more. I could probably get behind it, right? 15 bucks for this all day. I'm good with that. But $25, that's a bit much, especially when compared to other prepping survival items. A little isobutane canister along with a little, like, I don't know, BRS stove. Yeah, 20 bucks, 15, 18 bucks depending on when you buy it. So you get that for 20 bucks. And all you got to do on that one is replace the canisters. You can go out now to Walmart and pick up a 1 pound Coleman burner, single-headed burner, and a 1 pound Coleman tank for 20 bucks, $25. And again, all you got to do is replace the tank. So that is my one con on this product. Bring the price down and I will support you all day. Product placement. This is a big Instagram product, right? I've seen it on Instagram, I've seen it on TikTok, I've seen this product many other places besides prepping channels. Because its primary goal, its primary source is not from preppers. You don't see this on many prepping channels. You do see it on Instagram and influencers of that nature. Why? Because right here, this side of the box tells you other different people who are promoting this, right? Preppers are way down here, right above the more. So you have people who go car camping, right? You've got those people. Or boondock camping, right? They'll take this and they'll, oh man, this is a great product on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You've got people who cook s'mores on their back patios. Picnics, right? Family goes on a picnic, they take this, they Instagram it, awesome. Beach trips, date nights, right? Preppers aren't even on this list because it's at the very bottom with emergency kits. So would I see this on a Cabela's shelf? Probably not. What about a Walmart shelf? Yeah, no, probably not. REI? Nah, chances are probably not. But could I see this product being in a Hobby Lobby? Yeah. Or a Target? Yeah. Right? That upper middle class people who like to sit out on their porch with a little fire pit right beside them? Totally see it there. I don't see some guy in the middle of the woods talking about this. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? It's up to you, right? Again, I think for the price, I've got more options out there. But if you see this and you don't fit into the prepping category, hey, it might work for you. This makes a great gift for those who are unprepared. As a prepper, I can give you this item and I say, here you go. Happy Christmas, happy birthday, whatever. And you think, ah, cool. It's a little fire pit. I'm going to put it on my front porch. Kind of like a citronella candle. And then when the power goes out and it's cold outside, you can think, huh, I got that little thing that prepper gave me. I'm going to go test it out. You can boil your water. You can cook your food. You can roast marshmallows all over it, right? So this is not necessarily for preppers, but if a prepper buys it and gifts it to someone or shows them this, you can be prepared without being prepared. You can be prepared without saying, here's an emergency kit, right? And that's who I think these are for. These are for that suburban housewife. These are for that suburban family who wants the aspect of a fire, the aspect of a bonfire, without going out and ruining their yard. It's a containable fire pit that can fit in your pocket, can fit in any bag. It can go with you if you go out to the beach. It can go with you if you go out to a no-burn zone camping area. It is a portable fire pit for those people who can't necessarily have a fire in their front yard. But it does work for an emergency purpose. So let's get this thing outside, compare it to a alcohol stove, and compare it to a sterno stove, and see if this thing can actually do what it says it does, which is boil some water. Alright, let's go. So, first thing I'm going to do is light it and see how easy it is to light. Just using a regular lighter. You ain't got to come out here with a ferro rod and make it all fancy. Alright, so these are pretty easy to light, even with the wind blowing them out. Will they stay lit? That is the question. But thus far, pretty simple to light. We have a little sterno camp stove right here set up. We're going to see if we can boil some water. So, first thing we're going to do is put this in here. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, that would be nice and romantic, nice and pretty if you were on the porch. But that's not what we're here for, right? So we have one singular cup of water into one of my wife's good pans. And we're going to put it on there. We have a stopwatch. We're going to start the timer and see if it'll work. Alright? So the idea is, will this boil water? Because we can cook over it. Other than s'mores, I really don't know what you can cook over it. Maybe a frying pan. Right now I'm seeing a lot of black smoke, which is my pan. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to have to buy my wife a new pan. Right now, as far as the water goes, we're getting nothing. So hopefully it's the pot and not the actual thing itself. But we're going to sit and wait. Thus far, we're at 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and we're getting nothing. Alright, so we are right at 6 minutes in. 6 minutes and 39 seconds. I was messing with the camera, and we have a rolling boil. So the question of, will it boil water? Absolutely. It takes about 6 minutes to do so. And it's pretty easy to extinguish. Again, 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Somewhere between 6:15 and 6:30, I was setting up the camera. 6:15. That's highly impressive in my book, because I have wood-burning stoves that take like 10 minutes to boil water. I have little alcohol isobutane stoves that only take 3 minutes. So 6 minutes for 1 cup of water, 6 minutes 15 seconds, 6 minutes 20 seconds for 1 cup of water. Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. My pot is a little charred. But again, what if this was your situation? What if this was the emergency? Power's been out for a day, 2 days, whatever, and this is the only thing you had. You didn't have a Goodwill pot that you could burn. You had this and that, right? And so, yeah, I'm good with it, right? Emergency preparedness. It's absolutely good for it. Maybe not my first option, right? Again, yeah, 6 minutes is awesome. But for 20 bucks, maybe not so much. For a bug out bag, maybe not so much. For a vehicle kit, put this in there, hope it doesn't melt. Right, that would be my only question, was will it melt in the sun? But at least during the not summer months, you could put one of these in your car, in your vehicle, and in case you run off the road, in case there's a storm, a power outage, whatever, 6 minutes to boil some water. But also, y'all saw that flame, So I could easily build up a little fire, light one of these, slide it up under there, dry out all the material, slide it back out, and now have a real fire going just by using, you know, this. Was it nice and pretty? Absolutely. As far as front porch sitting, suburban housewives, you know, yeah, perfect. But price is really just the biggest kick on. And I'll tell you why. Right here in a future video, I will be reviewing Endless Summers, which is basically City Bonfires for half the price. So, you know, $25 is hard to swallow, especially if you're buying multiple of them. Yeah, the price does go down, but if you're buying, you know, hey, Christmas gifts for 10 people, 20 bucks a pop, that's 200 bucks. So once again, guys, this was a City Bonfires. It boiled water in 6 minutes. It is portable. It is packable. It is great for emergency preparedness. It is great for suburban housewives. It is great for sitting on the front porch. It's one of those things that you can have and not show off that you're a prepper, not show off that you're super ultra prepared for the zombies. You have it sitting around and then use it when you need it. But again, City Bonfires, link will be in the description. Discount codes, if I have any, will be in the title. So check them out. They work. They work well. 6 minutes to boil water. Pretty impressive. All right, guys. Y'all have a good day.